Good evening, good evening, good evening. It is literally evening in the real world and Minecraft world. What a wonderful case for synergy. So a while ago we had a look at these clocks. We had a look at the triggered clock here. Turn that off, turn that on. There we go, nice little trigger clock. And the perpetual motion machine of the piston clock, which we used a couple of different examples, and we did a build over there as well. So what we're going to do now is use this as an example, a little building block for something that's a little bit more complicated and a little cooler. You might have spotted this over here if you've already watched the logic gates part 1 and 2 videos. So this looks kind of funky over here. We use a clock, a couple of pistons, some lava, some water, and a ton of cobblestone. And this cobblestone kind of appeared on its own, and I'll show you how in a minute. But if we just want to see what this thing goes, oh my god, it's a self-repairing floor with a pool of lava underneath. What a wonderful, wonderful machine. Oh my god, so much lava. My computer can't even handle it. There we go. So yeah, this is a self-repairing floor. You just want to have a look at how it works. Produces a piece of cobblestone, pushes it along here, and then this row of pistons just shoves it along there. It makes a nice 12 by 12 square of cobblestone. That's basically how much stone a piston can push. Otherwise it just gets stuck. So as you can see, this piston's not doing anything because there's just too much stone there. So then it just shoves along to the next one that isn't full, and then it fills that up. You can just see it working there, just filling up all those gaps. So eventually, in a little while, it'll fill the whole thing up. So this could be quite useful if you want to rig up a bit of a TNT trap in the middle somewhere. You got some creepers wandering into your house or castle or lair of some description. Whack up a TNT trap in there, blow a big hole in the center, and then they'll fall into some kind of trap, whether that's lava or some kind of thing with arrows shooting out the walls or general magic and tomfoolery. Or if you want to just trap a friend in there for some giggles, and they can't get themselves out. Then yeah, that would be pretty fun. So yeah, let's have a look at how you make this thing work. So the first thing you need is to make a piston clock. If you're not sure how to make one of these, then have a look at the clocks tutorial that's on my channel too. You need 4 redstone torches, 4 pistons, regular pistons, not sticky pistons, 4 redstone repeaters, and a bunch of redstone dust. We're going to need quite a lot for this one, but you only need 12 for the regular clock. We're also going to need for this project another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pistons additionally, another 12 redstone repeaters, and obviously a bunch of this stuff, and a lava bucket and a water bucket and some general building block, whatever it is, to make this whole thing. So it's not an enormous amount of stuff for quite a cool project. So first we get the redstone clock. We take one of our outputs and we connect it to this piston here. We're going to take the alternate output, which is the one opposite there, so not one of these side ones, it's the opposite redstone repeater, and we're going to take this out here and we're going to connect it to a redstone repeater. Take that over here, and this redstone repeater is just acting as a amplifier just so we can get all the way over here. So then we just connect that up, and we put the pistons in a row of 11, which is 1 brick back from this piston here and 3 across. So we got 1 across there, and then 1, 2, 3, and then we place our first piston, place another 10, place a row of redstone repeaters pointing into the pistons behind it, whack a load of redstone dust connecting the back together, and then obviously feed our power through our redstone repeater from our alternate redstone repeater from the back of that piston clock. I'll just go through that one more time just in case you're went a little bit fast. So we take one output, whack it into a piston, and we take an alternate output, whack it through a redstone repeater, and then through this row of redstone repeaters and pistons, 1 across and 3 back from the first piston. Now what we do here is we take a water bucket and we go 1, 2, 3, oh dear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 along to the first block in front of the piston. Now what we do, what actually happens here is you put the water here and it actually ends at this block here, so the water won't actually go any further. And when water and lava meets, the first lava block that's occupied will turn into cobblestone. So this lava thing actually goes for 2 blocks along. So if I put a lava bucket here, it'll actually flow to this one, and then eventually when it does its lava thing, will flow to this one. And then they meet along this line here, and what happens is the first lava one, which is going to be in this place, gets turned into cobblestone. So just to see that happen, delete this one. The lava flows in, creates a piece of cobblestone. It's important to get this right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You put your water bucket there. Make sure, obviously, you put building blocks around there so you don't get water flowing everywhere, ruining all your redstone loveliness. Same thing again here, build a little cage around it, put a bit of lava in there, let it flow down, and then that'll be your cobblestone generator wonderfulness. And then once you got over here, once you got your pistons in the right place, then what will happen is just delete a bunch of these. Rage deletion. Okay, cool. So I just put a bunch of lava down there just for effect. You don't obviously need to put that there if you don't want to. Oh no, computer's dying. So now what's going to happen, obviously, is you created your pieces of cobblestone. That gets pushed along here up to 12 blocks. You're actually going to end up with an 11 by 12 floor, well, actually not a 10 by 11 floor, not actually a 12 by 12, just because of the way we've configured this. It's not too bad though, it's quite big. Obviously you can put several of these together in some tiles, I guess. So that gets pushed along here, and then if there's any spare blocks over there, then the pistons in the big row over here will then push them along until they get stuck as well. So obviously these ones are stuck because they can't push anymore, so the blocks are just going to get pushed along until the next available one there, like this. You see that work? That one's get stuck now. There we go. And then it's going to shift that along, and it keeps going until we reach the end. There we go. And now everything stops because we've got full up. And then we just bloop. There we go. Bloop. Bloop. So yeah, so you can use this for a nice trap thing, or just generally in case you're really clumsy and keep blowing around the pieces of TNT up, or just a little rage. Have a little rage like that. There we go. It's quite fun because then it just magically repairs itself. But yeah, so that's how you make a self-repairing floor. See you next time for some of this magic.